Dun, da, da, da.
Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Stat Boys Bell, one of our many mashups here on this channel. I am the Bell part of the show.
And I'm the Stat Boy part of the show.
That's right.
Yeah.
I am Jeff Meacham, he is Stat Boy. This week's topic is our top 10 favorite superhero movies.
Dun, da, da.
And since Mike seems so very pleased about his superhero intro, we'll go ahead and let Mike go first.
Thank you very much.
Cooper, thanks for acting.
Eat your burrito and be quiet.
Eat a burrito, be quiet.
Unless he's just going, this is the great. Okay, whatever. Alright, number 10.
Hello.
Thank you. Blade. I love mostly the swordplay. Swordplay is, if done correctly, it can look like the greatest swordplay in the world. That's also why I like the prequel over the original trilogy, because the swordplay, the lightsaber duels were choreographed much better than the originals. So Wesley Snipes is badass as Blade, and you know, it's just one of them kick-ass movies that I love.
Alright.
Number 9, The Fantastic Four.
The first one.
Yes.
Okay.
I did not really like Silver Surfer very much. I did like the original, you know, Michael Chiklis as the ever-loving blue-eyed thing, Jessica Alba as Sue Storm. You know, they worked great together. Dr. Doom is badass in that movie.
It's clobbering time.
And it's clobbering time, you know. I mean, that's great. Number 8, the Ed Norton version of the Incredible Hulk. He really channeled Bill Bixby for that, and that's what's made it a lot better. Marvel redeemed themselves with this version. I mean, because the Eric Bana version just totally sucked, because they made the Hulk too big, too strong. I mean, they made him so big that he filled the Grand Canyon.
That's ridiculous.
He ain't supposed to be that big.
No.
He's supposed to be Big Show sized.
Right.
And of course, the joke about the purple shorts that's funny too. I mean, yeah.
Right.
And they actually also showed that he had to use a heart monitor before he hulked out. Usually, he would just hulk out any time, but at least, you know, if you're getting too angry, you know, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Number 7, a bit new, but Captain America, the first Avenger.
The most recent Captain America, besides Avengers, obviously.
Right.
Right.
I like the whole World War I, or World War II, excuse me, era. Tommy Lee Jones did a great job. The effects were amazing when you take Chris Evans and you know, he was all puny looking and all scrawny, and then he gets his shots and he comes out all cut up. That was one of the most amazing things. My jaw still drops every time I see that.
Now, let me ask you this, if I may.
Go ahead.
I've not seen Avengers, obviously. I haven't seen any of these, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Is Avengers set in the same era then?
No, Avengers is in the present day.
How do they explain that?
Watch Captain America.
Watch Captain America.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
But I will say that they did follow a bit of a story where Captain America gets like hibernated. But that's
okay. Well,
that was actually used in a comic book, or not a comic book, in a cartoon version too.
Oh.
There was I think a episode of X-Men where they had Captain America in like a state of hibernation or
stasis or whatever.
Stasis or whatever.
Okay.
So they kind of go on the same idea.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. All right.
That still gives you an idea to watch.
Got it. Okay. Kind of. Yeah.
All right, number 7, Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire.
With Tobey Maguire,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
You know, it got the franchise started. You know, with great power comes great responsibility, all that kind of thing. You know, I'm a little skeptical of the new Amazing Spider-Man. I will go and see it, but I don't know where it's going to go. You know, it's Spider-Man. How can you know, Spider-Man's been around forever and a day.
Well, you know, J&J talked about Spider-Man, and Jay brought a very good point. The Amazing Spider-Man is going to tie back to the original scenario, because the original scenario, Mary Jane was untouchable.
Right.
In the romance department, it was always Peter and Gwen Stacy, which is what they're doing now in Amazing.
Right.
As opposed to the Tobey trilogy, where it was, you know, Gwen was like an afterthought.
Yeah.
It was, that was kind of bad. And was Gwen blonde in the comic books? She was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right.
Well, I think they did touch on Gwen. Didn't they touch on Gwen in part 3?
That was the thing. She was there. She was just like an afterthought. She was like a plot device, pretty much. She wasn't like
in fact,
Peter's full-on girlfriend.
She made Mary Jane very jealous because they did the same kiss.
Yes.
In fact, I love the backstory of the original kiss with Kirsten and Toby. He's hanging upside down. The water's pouring down, and it's coming in his nose, so he has to breathe and kiss and breathe and kiss and breathe and kiss. Watch the backstory on that scene.
That's a rough kick, having to kiss Kirsten Dunst over and over again. That's
especially with water pouring in your nose.
That's okay. I don't mind drowning for that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 5, X-Men.
Aha.
Not X-Men Origins or not X-Men Wolverine. Just
the first Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry. In fact, the 2 favorite jokes I love. They're sitting in the X-Jet, and Wolverine's there, and he goes, I don't like my costume. Well, what would you rather wear? Yellow spandex? I love that line.
Yes.
And then there's another scene where Cyclops comes running in, and he's about to shoot Wolverine with his optic blast, and Wolverine goes, whoa, wait, no, hold on, it's me, thinking that Wolverine is actually
Mystique, and
right. He goes, how do I know it's you? And you're a dick. Okay, that's you, yeah.
Yeah, you're a dick. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. And you can't go wrong with Patrick Stewart. I mean, that's a
leader, man.
That's a legend, is what that is.
That's right. Sir
Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Number 4, Batman Forever.
Forever, okay.
Batman Forever.
All right.
I mean, Riddler and Two-Face, Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones, perfect on-screen chemistry. I can go on and on. It's like I love the scene where Two-Face is complaining about trying to kill Batman. Here comes Riddler. I do hope you paid extra. Who the hell are you? Just a friend, but you can call me the Riddler. He comes in, I just love what you've done with the place. Heavy metal meets House and Gardens. It's so you, and yet so you. Very few friends are both a summer and a winter, but you pull that up nicely. Takes the gun, kablamo. Does anyone ever know you had a serious impulse control problem? And then I actually have a standard U.S. silver dollar, and I've had this thing forever and a day. And next thing you know, I'm flipping it around. It's like, you violated our sanctity of our lair. For this, we should crush your bones into powder. However, heads we accept, and tails we blow your damn head off. So I love those scenes.
And AOL Time Warner, your checks in the mail.
Yeah, really.
Wow. Just use all kinds of
intellectual
property on that one.
Because it's like it's Riddler and Two-Face, man. I love them both.
I like the one where Harvey goes to kill Bruce. No, don't kill him. If you kill him, you won't learn nothing. That's good. I like that part. 5 little things of an everyday sort. You'll find us all in a tennis court. That's right. Bless you.
I already did that.
Okay.
Or a cough or whatever it was.
Yeah. Number 3, Iron Man. Okay. I love Robert Downey Jr. You couldn't pick anybody else better. He's the cocky, arrogant, playboy, philanthropist, millionaire that at first it's like, you are the most arrogant person. If I ever meet Robert Downey Jr. and I want to say, can I talk to Tony Stark? I'll go, hi, how you doing? I go, you are the most arrogant, cocky person I've ever seen on film. Thank you.
Exactly.
Part 2 was okay. The cockiness factor, of course, when he was in the U.S. Senate, is like, Mr. Stark, yes, dear. And of course, Iron Man is just so bad. He's got the lasers in his hands, the rocket boots on the feet. He's got his mechanical buddy Jarvis, which is I love that. And of course, my favorite scene is when he tries to test out the boots, and then he's like, let's try it. On my mark, he flies backwards, and then tries again, and he ruins his fleet of cars. Damn. It's like, oh yeah, I can fly. Right. Number 2, I know how new it is. I have to go with the Avengers. Very well put together. Dost thy mother know you wear her drapes? The fight scenes didn't really give that much of a clear winner as to who would win in a fight. They come along together as a group. It's badass. The fights are crazy. I love the Avengers. I'm looking forward for a sequel. And number 1, the man without fear, Daredevil. I love Daredevil because you know I think blind people are the coolest people in the world because they can do so much without having to use their eyes. So for Daredevil to go around and tell if someone is lying by listening to their heartbeat, or by listening and getting that radar scope where he can see a little bit, you know, kick ass, Matt Murdock. You know, you got Ben Affleck, you got Michael Clark Duncan, you got Jennifer Garner, you got Colin Farrell?
I think so.
As Bullseye?
Sounds
and
right.
They did Bullseye perfectly.
Yeah.
I love it. So there you go. There's my top 10. Daredevil, number 1.
All right. My list is going to be pretty repetitive, unfortunately.
I'm fine with that.
Because number 10 is the 1966 Batman movie.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
That's right. Great movie. Corny as heck, cheese-tastic as all get out, but it made for a great companion piece to the television show.
That getting rid of the bomb scene is one of the. It makes me laugh.
It really is.
He's just running all over the place. He tries to throw it over the pier. He sees the little ducklings. It's like, doggone it, man.
I know,
and then he miraculously gets rid of it and pops out of a pile of sheep. Oh, don't worry, Robin. I got rid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, how?
Yeah, seriously. Number 9, you mentioned it, X-Men with Patrick Stewart et al. Definitely my favorite of the 3. Definitely my favorite of the, whatever it is, 4 or 5 now.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it gets struck with lightning?
That, yeah. Number 8 and number 7 are kind of interchangeable for me. The first 2 Spider-Mans of Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
Didn't like 3. Stupid.
Yeah,
but the first 2 were really, really good.
I already quoted those, so.
6 is Batman Begins.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Definitely redemption from the horror that was Batman and Robin. Number 5, Batman Forever, which was, I believe, JJ's favorite on his list. It definitely made, I know it made Jay's list because Jay and I watched it all the time together.
Oh yeah, I mean.
So Forever was good. Val Kilmer made a decent Bruce, I think, not so much a decent Batman.
Yeah.
But you know, trying to fill Michael Keaton's shoes at that point was going to be a task for sure.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll drive with you.
Yeah.
I love how everybody can do the same Batman voice. They can all get the Batman, except George Clooney. George Clooney's awful.
Oh yeah.
Number 4, Superman 2, the one with the.
How did I forget
with,
Superman 2?
With General Zod and everybody.
Oh, that's a good one. I like.
Great one.
Yeah, I think we mentioned Superman 2 somewhere in a previous show, and I always said that the molecular changing scene was one of the scariest scenes I ever saw as a 6-year-old.
Definitely. Number 3, Batman, 1989. Jack Nicholson. That's all I need to say. Jack Nicholson is the Joker.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
That's right. Jack Nicholson is my favorite movie villain, not from Star Wars.
Bob, give me your gun.
Boom! Right in the middle of everything. Great. Number 2, Superman the movie, the original 1978 classic with Christopher Reeve.
Marlon Brando.
Superman, Marlon Brando, and I like the fact that Superman 2, the Donner cut, put Marlon's scenes back in.
I always wondered what would really happen if you did circle the Earth backwards fast enough. Would you go back in time?
Yeah. Apparently so.
Apparently.
And number 1...
That was forbidden too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was forbidden. He broke the rules.
But he loved Lois Lane very much. And your number 1 is?
The one that has got me back into loving superhero movies again after not for a long time, The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight was epic, and I'm still sad to this day that Heath Ledger passed away, because him being in the beginning scenes of The Dark Knight Rises as like the final curtain on the Joker, if you will, would have been amazing. And not having Harvey in this one is interesting too, because they left the door open whether Harvey was going to be dead or not, because he fell. He was very, very badly injured. They didn't imply he was dead. They implied he was dead at the end of Dark Knight, this one, but Dark Knight Rises obviously is going to have Catwoman and Bane. And I'm looking forward to that for sure. So,
do you know why I use a knife?
That's right. There's my list.
And mine.
And Statboy's list. What do you guys think? You've seen all 4 of us now. What do you guys think? Let us know on the comment pages, the boards, Facebook, Twitter, everything.
Bye.
We will see you guys next time on Stat Boys Bell.
Stat Boy out.